Provincial government distributed shredders to 19 local government units to help them reduce the volume of waste in their areas, as garbage disposal remains to be a major problem not only for Cebu but also for the entire country. Cebu Governor Hilario P. Davide III led the distribution of shredders worth 8.9 million pesos to 18 municipalities and one city, including the towns of Asturias, Bantayan, Ronda, Bulhoon, Bourbon, Cordova, Hinatilan, Madridejos, Pilar, Pinamungahan, Poro, San Francisco, San Remigio, Santa Fe, Sugod, Tabuelan, Alegria, Tudela, and Bugos City on Monday, March 25. As a long-term solution to garbage woes, the province will open a sanitary landfill in Carmen Town through a public-private partnership agreement, with the resolution of the project contract just waiting approval by the provincial board. The Carmen dump site is expected to solve the lack of a sanitary landfill for northern towns as required by the Solid Waste Management Act. Since the capital has yet to find an area for a sanitary landfill in the south, the province allocated 40 million pesos for garbage machines and equipment which will be used by southern towns. These pieces of equipment are expected to be delivered within the next 60 days. Aside from shredders, the provincial government also funded the construction of material recovery facilities in the 51 LGUs amounting to 28 million pesos. Rodel Bontuyan, officer in charge of the Provincial Environment and Natural Resources Office, said that 5 more units will arrive soon. The short ceremony at the Capitol compound was graced by the mayors and vice mayors as well as representatives of the recipient LGUs. These local officials include Mayor Ali Arquiliano of San Francisco, Mayor Merlo Dirama of Buluon, Mayor Erwin Yu and Vice Mayor Greman Sulante of Tudela, Mayor Verna Magallon of Alegria, and Vice Mayor Richard Strigan of Sugod. Cebu Governor Hilario P. Davide III and Vice Governor Agnes A. Magpali on March 20 visited Pilar Island and San Francisco Town in Camotes Group of Islands for the distribution of the 2.249 million pesos cash incentives to the 1,147 barangay workers. Each barangay tanod and lupon tagapamayapa received 1,500 cash, while barangay health workers, day workers, barangay nutrition scholars, and barangay animal health aides received 2,400 pesos each. The Camotes Group of Islands is composed of 3 islands. 2 islands are connected by a long causeway that cuts through the mangrove, and the third separate island of Pilar. San Francisco Town sits on the first island, while Poro and Tudela towns sit on the second island. Pilar Town is an hour-long travel by pump boat. In Pilar, Davide and Magpale, along with provincial board members Miguel Antonio Magpale, Jude Tadio Sibeco, and Binky Sibeco, visited the wake of Barangay MacArthur Councilor Constancio Baring Jr. The governor and the vice governor distributed a total of 644,100 pesos in cash incentives to 346 barangay workers from the town's 13 barangays. Magpale, in a speech, assured that the Cebu provincial government will increase the barangay workers' annual incentives this year. She thanked the barangay workers in Pilar for their support to the administration of Davide and Magpale. She added that the province will continue to pour projects and assistance to Pilar. She said that the capital gave 35.1 million cash assistance to the town and for the barangay road concreting projects. The capital officials capped off the island activities by distributing a total of 1.605 million pesos in cash incentives to 801 barangay workers in San Francisco Town. Board members Magpale and Sibeco, together with San Francisco Mayor Ali Arquiliano and Vice Mayor Al Arquiliano, assisted in the distribution activity. The Cebu Provincial Veterinary Office is now working for the declaration of Bantayan Island and Zaragosa Island in Bantayan Town as rabies-free zones. Dr. Mary Ann Gabona, Veterinarian 4 of the Provincial Veterinary Office, made the announcement during the regular kapihan sa PIA held at the Philippine Information Agency 7 office last March 27. Gabona, along with Dr. Alice Utlang, the Cebu City Government Veterinarian, talked about rabies case updates in observance of the National Rabies Awareness Month last March. Gabona said islands are usually the ones to be declared first as rabies-free zone because these are confined areas. Gabona said that the PBO is hoping that the whole of Bantayan Island, which includes the towns of Santa Fe, Bantayan, and Madridejos and Zaragoza Island in Bantayan, will be declared as rabies-free areas after the pre-assessment procedure that will be conducted by the Department of Health and the Department of Agriculture in Central Visayas. The national offices of the two concerned government agencies will also conduct another assessment, she added. In 2011, the Camotes group of islands, which consists of the towns of San Francisco, Tudela, Poro, and Pilar, as well as Malapascua Island of Barangay Logon and Bantayan, were declared as rabies-free zones by the Department of Health in coordination with the Department of Agriculture. Gabuna said one of the criteria in declaring an area as rabies-free zone is the absence of animal and human rabies case recorded for the last 3 years. The criteria includes certification from the Municipal Veterinary Office and Municipal Health Office that there is no animal and human rabies cases in the area, certification issued by the PVO and the Provincial Health Office, and at least 80% of the dog population in the area are already vaccinated during the preliminary evaluation, and there must be a submission of a dog head sample to the DA Central Visayas. Gabuna said that the PVO is hoping that the whole of Bantayan Island, including its component towns, and Zaragoza Island in Bantayan will be declared as rabies-free areas in September this year. The Provincial Veterinary Office has lined up a month-long veterinary mission throughout the province. Dr. Rose Vincoy, PVO Chief, said that the mild El Nino was among the reasons why the PVO set an extended schedules for the vet missions this month. She said there is a need to protect the animals from the prolonged heat caused by El Nino and that summer is the ideal time to conduct vaccinations and other services to pets and large animals. Apart from vaccinations and deworming services, there will also be spay for male dogs or cats and neuter for female dogs or cats. Vaccination services for large animals will also be available, Vincoy said. Vincoy pointed out that pet owners should be aware of the time that treatment was last given to the animals. The PVO head also advised owners to check with their nearest local veterinary office to know the do's and don'ts before submitting their pets or large animals for surgery. Usually, Vincoy said that animals or pets may qualify to undergo neuter or ligation services when they reach 6 months old or mature enough for the procedure. The PVO also shared the services and schedule for this month that include vaccination for dogs and cats, spay and neuter activities, as well as veterinary mission for large animals, poultry, and pigs.